If you're trying to make money online, then listen very carefully because I've been at this game for about 8 years now, and I just realized something that literally cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I don't want you to do the same mistakes. So if this is something that you're trying to do, then I think this could be quite valuable for you. So the most important thing that I missed and I didn't do these past 8 years. And, partly was because it was a little bit difficult to do, but also because I didn't think through and maybe it was my laziness. But what I'm talking about here is building a personal brand site, right? Now, on the internet, it's very important to own something, right? If you think that you own your YouTube channel, you're wrong because you don't. If you think that you own your audience on Instagram or elsewhere in TikTok, you don't. You can get banned like this by these platforms and your whole audience, everything, your whole business can be basically gone. So the single most important assets that you can that you can own is your website and your list. Okay. And it sounds so funny. And maybe like some of you are thinking, duh, this is so like obvious, of course. But to me, it wasn't, right? So it's very important to have a site, to have traffic coming to your site, and to collect emails and build relationships with the people who subscribe to your newsletter or whatever it is that you have going on, and have a direct communication. Because in case, your social platforms get taken away from you, you still have the list and you still have the people who subscribe to you. So instead of thinking that, oh, I'm going to grow on YouTube, oh, I'm going to grow on socials, think of it like I'm going to grow my personal brand and I'm going to own my website and my email list. And I'm going to use various different tools like social media, like paid advertising, like SEO to grow my central hub, right? And this is what I'm doing right now. And this is what I also encourage you to do if you're starting. This is like the most important thing ever, is if you're starting out, doesn't matter how small you are. I mean, nowadays you have tools to build like a website. I'm currently building my site with like lovable.dev. It's just like an LLM thing where I can say, hey, build me this. And then we go one by one and I say, remove this, add this emoji, add this logo, and it does it. It's like pretty incredible. So the first thing that I encourage you is if you're trying to make money online, then first, build a site. Second, have some kind of a lead magnet or a newsletter where you can collect people's information, emails. And then the third thing, is be valuable, right? So as you're posting content, right? Content takes time. It might not cost anything, but it actually does. It costs time and energy. People don't think about that, but it's a great way for young hustlers and entrepreneurs who want to get started for free. You can do that. Social platforms don't cost anything, right? All you have is time and energy, so you can use that to create. I mean, that's how I did it. And then, even if you only get a few views or whatever at first, like every view is valuable. That's the thing. If someone actually clicked, someone actually invested 2, 3, 10, 5 minutes, whatever it is, and then like commented or interacted with you or went to your website or even subscribed to you, that is worth a lot. Okay? So every email has a value attached to it, right? In this whole online space, each email, depending on which niche vertical you're in and depending on how engaged they are, etc., right? These are all kind of people who showed interest, who want to be part of your ecosystem. So yeah, if you're just starting out, just like build a central hub, build a list, start building a list, right? Pixel these people, offer them something valuable, right? Interact with them, be consistent. Like, and it's another important thing that I want to kind of tell you as well is that, myself, I struggled and I still struggle to this day. It's like, know thyself, right? Knowing yourself. Oh, where do I fall? Which niche, which vertical? What content am I supposed to do? And my answer to this is you are not gonna know. It's very few people who know what exactly they should be doing. And most people, even those who look like they know what they're doing, might not necessarily know that, right? So the most important thing that you can do is just try. Like Stephen Bartlett says, your rate of failure needs to be super high, right? So if whatever best idea you have right now, try it, do it, don't think it. Just like, okay, I'm gonna review physical products I have in my house. Great, do it. Pick up the physical product, pick up the camera, right? Sony ZV-E10, and make a review on it, post it to Amazon, post it to YouTube, grab an affiliate link from Amazon, sign up, do it, right? You're creating assets. You're moving away from just consuming to doing something. Now, it might not be, it might not make a lot of money. It might make some money. It might make good money. Who knows? But the thing is, you need to be testing, and you need to get into the habit of creating rather than consuming, and you need to get better and better at it, right? So that's, and you will develop your kind of expertise, and you will find yourself over time, right? It's a lifelong process to find and know yourself, right? And you will get better at it as you get older, and you will get more comfortable with kind of standing for things and knowing who you are, and taking a position and stance in life, kind of like what's good, what's evil, what do you stand for, what are your values. So start somewhere, start testing, and then over time, you're going to get feedback, you're going to see what works, and you will kind of iterate, and you will create, again, more. And the last thing I want to leave you with is the importance of relationships and networking. So when I started up the whole online thing, I was like, okay, I'm going to build this myself. I don't need to see anyone. I'm just going to sit in my room, build websites, build funnels, get traffic, create content. And it's just going to be like a one-way interaction, right? And what I've learned is that the internet is more like a tool to create a business, but in business, relationships are, non-negotiable. You need to know people, you need to interact with people, and that's how you get the business. For example, I had a call recently with this one company with whom I've partnered up with, and I'm basically driving traffic to them, and I'm getting compensated through affiliate commissions, through paid signups. So I had a base rate, right, that everybody gets to, but because I reached out to them, because we had a call, because we had a good interaction, and I simply asked, hey, since I'm already driving traffic to you guys and I'm planning on creating more content, do you think you could, increase my CPA, which is basically how much you get paid per sign up? And they're like, yeah, sure. And they doubled it. Like, really? So it's like my earnings from that one company just doubled overnight because I simply connected with the people from there and asked for it. So do not neglect relationships. From day one, understand that it's super important. Connect with people, be nice, and most importantly, create value, right? Whoever it is that you are interacting with, if you're targeting regular people or companies, create value, right? So this video right here is designed to help you, be helpful to you, right? Be valuable to you, sharing my experience, my advice, everything that I've been learning, because, I'm just like in it 24/7, right? I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything. I just kind of sit here, work. And so I believe that I'm kind of learning a lot. So sharing these things with you is hopefully helpful. So thank you very much. Subscribe. Bye.